7 o'clock, so. Minus 13 Celsius. Hopefully I don't have to go to Highway 3B. Actually, they said time-wise. Oh yeah, I won't get there today anyway, so Highway 3B apparently is closed. Snow as far as the eye can see. New Meadow, or New Meadows. Ah, hoarfrost on all the bushes. Cool. Yeah, they have a lot of snow here because the whole field, not just along the roadside, but the whole field, the fence posts are barely sticking out of the snow. How high are those fence posts? 4 or 5 feet? It's equal level of snow like that everywhere. Wow. So it had been drifted up near the road, but it's uniform across the whole field, the whole land that way. It's got to have at least 4 feet of snow. Everywhere. On the side of the road. Maybe it's the angle. Yeah, some of those fences are almost just gone. The fence has got to be at least 4 feet, right? It's rapidly getting colder this way. there's a good chance it'll get warmer as well. New Meadows. Snow over here. You can see the fences. Sun's out as well. The scale is closed. And it's warmer. It's minus 12 Celsius. We're coming up to... can't remember the town's name. We'll see soon. Yeah, like these guys have almost no snow compared to... I guess maybe on the side of the road it looks like it's less snow because the ditch is filled in with snow. mountains here. Console. One of those. Minus 12 here, hopefully that means it'll be 0 in Homedale. A little too optimistic thinking? Yeah, you're right. A little too optimistic thinking. It could always get colder too, you never know. Say 40 or 45? The next one says 45. It's nice that they actually clean their bike path as well. up on Cambridge in this fog here somewhere. Minus 15, so it got colder again. Like driving through these little old towns. The willow tree with hoarfrost on it, that was kind of neat. Just a light dusting of snow here. Just a thin layer covering everything. No, it's more than a light dusting, but a couple inches instead of a couple of feet. Lights in the fog. Where it looked like the old railroad used to be. There's quite a bit of parking space there. Road to Future. Could sleep there if needed. Whistler. What, 9:30 now? Some locals watching my videos one of these days, and they can tell me how much I'm mispronouncing these towns' names. Yeti. Those are my two guesses. Hey Yeti or Hi Yeti. we stop? There we go, hit the buttons. The sun is out, but everything is foggy and cloudy-ish. I don't know, it's still early in the day. 9:45.
In 1/2 mile, turn left on US 95.
I am on US 95. I know. The road turns. Stretch between the towns and you go right away to the next town. I think it's actually just a bunch of towns together. Fruitland is the next town. Or at least the bigger of the towns. If you look at the map, the town limits are all very weird borders. So.
I'm sitting here next to a green shaper. Very good, 641.
unloaded. Because I was so heavy with that last load, I didn't dare fuel up all the way. In fact, I ran at half a tank. Because of that, I had to run down here to what's that called? Caldville? I-84, Flying J. There's a sign. Caldwell.
To US 20 West toward Ontario.
These roads a little bit rough because there's so much traffic on these, and these are not paved roads, these are concrete roads. Plus 3 degrees Celsius, and while I was untarping, unstrapping, it was actually sunny, so no jacket required. Sunglasses, but put sunglasses on then, so it's a little too much. Anyway, we're going to take I-84 till 95 again, and then continue on 95 back north of exactly the way we came down. Sure how far north we'll make it. Maybe Lewiston, maybe somewhere between Spokane and Lewiston. be concrete. Hard to tell. It's black like or like pavement, but I'm pretty sure it's pavement. That's pavement. It doesn't have the brake lines all over the place. It's pavement. Snow in here. We're between New Meadow and Riggins on Highway 95. Road's pretty good right now. It's not iced over anyway. It's almost dry. Better than in the morning. -3. Nowhere as near as cold as in the morning, but north of Spokane, maybe Deer Park. Less snow down here than at the top. At the top where I started the clip was a lot more snow than down here. But it's warming up down here. I think it was -6 on the coldest at the top. And now it's -2 down here. Spokane, I will have no spare minutes to make it to the pullout that I want to pull out. There's a rest area before Spokane. It's basically an hour and 15, hour and 20 minutes with no good places to stop to sleep. So if I'm going to go for it, it's going to be tight. If I'm not going for it, I'm calling it a night way too early. Says I'm crossing at Patterson. I would have probably chosen Madeline Falls, but Patterson works. plus 3 degrees Celsius. Oh, 50 ahead. so slow we're already doing 50. Actually doing under 50. Always love it when the billboards before a town are actually advertising the town behind this one. Like, hey, what you really want to do is bypass this town and come to our town. 40 minutes down the road, it's much better stuff. Straight line. Very narrow, so it couldn't have been a road or a railroad. But what it could have been would be irrigation. Maybe they had a wooden irrigation trough built along there. That would be my guess. There's an old trough going across the river over there, so I think I'm right. And here that there's a ditch dug over here. So they actually dug a ditch here. So I think that used to be irrigation. Further back, so oh yeah, here it's higher up. Yeah, it's got to be irrigation. Been pretty elaborate because some of those places they had to, sure, I don't know if they had to blast the rock or just hammer the rock to make some pretty serious irrigation system. Leave the radio on and risk it. Pretty close to the road. too, the ridges that have a little bit of snow on them. This is probably another really long video, so I should call it a day. Once we leave Reagan's here, we should probably call it. Not that I haven't recorded this town often enough already. I think as a rule, you guys really enjoy the towns more than miles and miles of desolation of nothing to see. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of the video. I'll let it roll for a little bit longer. Sorry I haven't had much exciting stuff to talk about. Truck's behaving. Nothing's going wrong, nothing's going spectacularly right. Just seems to be like a good day. Seems to be a good day, even though the sky is kind of dreary. Just a good day. Things are going to plan. A huge props for you guys. Thank you for supporting me. All those thumbs ups and all those comments and yeah, all the help you guys give me. Thank you for all that. Kind of beautiful here with the snow just kind of dusting the top of the mountain, but not really down here. Anyway, you guys rock. I'm out of here. You guys enjoy some more of these mountain views, and then I'll see you tomorrow. Up to speed limit. There we go. Cruise control engaged. stopping in Spokane and loading there tomorrow morning. See brake lights. I'm gonna go hard on brakes. Ah, this is why. Honestly, there's more grip there than over here. This is all black ice. People think they can drive faster on this black stuff when the white stuff is actually more grip, so. From Spokane. We'll take our time, we'll get there. Figured you guys could use this extra bonus clip to see how the end of my day kind of worked out. It's 5 p.m.